come on in. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and well, I mean hell. Y'all like the live, so I mean I try and give them to you. And my team ain't playing right now, so I figured I'd come to holler at y'all. Representation, vice responsibility, type, vice whose, as in whose responsibility. I do a lot of thinking, maybe too much. I do. Before we begin though, like, share, subscribe. If you like, leave a comment. If you don't like, leave a constructive comment, because that's what we try and do, constructive comment. So representation. We could do that a certain way, but okay, let's do this one. The actors strike. Representation. What's going on, Grandma? What's going on? What's going on? So, representation versus responsibility. Who represented the actors? Their interests, their concerns, what they were concerned about, pay, wages, benefits. Who represented? There were people. There are people. Did you have to be an actor, though, to support the actors? What I'm asking is, whose responsibility was it? Now, you wake up every morning, you're a human. We all got that in common. That said, my concerns might not necessarily be your concerns. We all got individual concerns. We do. We got pack concerns. They're agents who represent them. So I thought, right, see, they're agents. So you have the actors, the folks that's representing the actors. Then the people whose responsibility it is. So there's a concern. The actors need representation. Whose responsibility is it to represent the actors? Grand Madam Tarot says it's the agents. Based on whom we saw standing outside, it was also the actors. Now, some people might not remember this, and I don't know how much pushback he got, but Stephen Amell did not support the actors. He didn't. He didn't support them striking. He didn't. There are a few actors and actresses who did not support the actresses, the actors. They didn't. And that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Who represents women? Whose responsibility is it to represent women? Just women, like women in general. Like, who represents women? Whose responsibility is it to represent women? Is it women just in and of themselves, or should it be men or folks that don't identify as women? Should all the women? Is it every woman's responsibility to represent women, or is it just a few? I don't know, because I'm not a woman. Y'all ain't never finna get me hemmed up like that. Grandfather taught me a long time ago, boy, you better not ever speak on no woman. You right. I'm not doing that. Football players. Ooh, good God about it. Now that's a topic that's the college football players. When it came to them getting paid, NIL letters, whose responsibility was that? There used to be women's groups who represented us on a political level. I do remember that. The collegiate football players, who represents them? Whose responsibility is it? And when I say represent them so that they can get the NIL deals, like they should have, I had felt like that they should have been getting that for the longest damn time. And I wasn't by myself, but there were those who did not feel like they should. For the longest time, I felt like collegiate football players, they should be allowed to transfer schools just like the coaches. Just like the coaches are allowed to transfer school. Hey, you recruited him, you ain't there no more. Hey, he should, because he came in because you said you was gonna be there. Well, you ain't there, he should be able to leave. And if you staying ain't got nothing to do with whether or not he there or not, then him staying shouldn't have nothing. It's keep that same energy. Black folk, white folk, red folk, yellow folk. I'm just going down the color spectrum here. Not saying I believe in it, but I know that's what people do. Well, whose responsibility is it to look out for Asian Americans? Make sure that they represent it. Who responsibility is that? Is it mine as a person? Because I wake up first thing in the morning, and if I believe in equal energy, then I should have no problem supporting an Asian American or any Asian for that matter in being treated fairly, having equal representation, because I want it my damn self. I can want it for an Asian American, I can, but is it my responsibility to make sure that they're represented? I can want it for them, but is it my responsibility? Is it every Asian American's responsibility to make sure that they're represented? Is it? I don't know, because I'm not an Asian American. What I do know is that I can't want it more than they can. That's not gonna make sense. I can't want them represented more than they do. Theo be looking like a young John Stewart. That's why I like that dude, though. That's why I like that dude, for real, for real, for real. So I can want an Asian American to have equal rights. Can I want it more than they do, though? Can I fight for it harder than they do? Is that effective if I go harder than they do? It's kind of like if you happen upon a scene, a domestic violence situation, a guy, and you see two people going at it. I know what I could have said back then, but damn it, that don't apply. You see two people going at it. Okay, well, you defend the feminine one out the two. Yeah, hey. Police come up. They want to know what's going on. You concerned about the other person, but they not. They finna go right back in the house with the person that was just beating their ass. What do you do? What do you do? Now, that's a tricky situation if you don't know the person. What do you do if you know the person? They getting their ass whooped. You're like, well, damn. You want to do something, but can you want more for that person than they do themselves? I don't know the answer to that question, because I don't know. If you're not in lockstep, it's not going to be effective. It's not. Okay, well, kind of like spinning forward. I'm sorry, and I apologize and everything like that, but okay. Mantis. I think that was the first black superhero on TV. Dude paralyzed. Like Carl Lumley, like that's Carl Lumley. Like Carl Lumley, I know he's old. He might be a little stiff now. Great actor. Damn superhero paralyzed. I felt good that I had a superhero. I just remember a show where the high school teacher who was low-key getting his ass whooped by the special ed kids, this dude happened upon a briefcase with a damn alien superhero costume in it. And this dude became damn Superman. Like, damn. and they called this dude the damn greatest American hero. Y'all know damn good well. Ooh, could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. That was it. You damn it. Damn. Damn. Like, damn. I know folks don't really watch Saturday Night Live like that. I know that. But I remember watching Saturday Night Live as a kid. I don't know if y'all watched the Jamie Foxx show, but if you did, Garrett Morris. Well, they did a whole little damn Marvel skit, and you can Google it. You can pull up the damn YouTube. Garrett Morris played damn Ant-Man, Hank Pym. I'm sitting there looking, had a damn bowl over his damn head, silver damn man. I'm sitting up there looking like, really? Hank Pym. The only brother on Saturday Night Live and the only damn character he could play. This me as a damn kid. I couldn't even get me as a damn kid. I was young then. Flexible. I was young. Flexible. Because I wasn't even a damn teenager. So let me see if I got this right. Because I had to watch Battlestar Galactica too. God damn it, I wasn't even really on that damn show. A whole future ass show, and I done been through damn Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, and here it is. If I want to say, hell, 49 years later, the landscape still look damn near the same as it did back then. And those that's older than me know damn good well I ain't lying. Those that's my same age know damn good. That damn representation looked the same damn way it did back then. Billy D. Williams, the only damn black dude in Star Wars. Even though as kids, we knew damn good and well that was James Earl Jones behind the voice of Darth Vader. They took the damn helmet off just to show me that it wasn't me. We couldn't get a damn win. Could not get a damn win. We couldn't even get damn draws in our favorite superhero. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't even get damn draws. Have you tried going to go get you some underoos right now? You come out better cosplaying than go get you some damn underoos as a black superhero. Everybody and their mama got so damn excited about Victor Stone. My problem with Victor Stone was he looked way too much like Deathlock and not enough like Steve Austin. That was my problem. I'm like, you done gave me a whole $6 million man and a whole bionic ass woman, and they look perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. For me to get the same damn thing, they look like I gotta get foobarbed and still look foobarbed after the fact. And people that spent more than $6 million on me, and I'm still looking foobarbed. I don't. Garfield running around here green as hell, but he's still human. Tyrock, I got to get his silly ass. Tyrock, really? Tyrock. That's me. That's me. That's what I'm wearing. Some elf shoes, a button fly with some speed. Really? That's what I got? Mind you, by the way, I know I got T'Challa sitting over here. Even as a damn kid, I'm scrambling trying to find his ass in damn comics and everything like that, because everybody don't want to carry him because they know that's a black dude. I got to sit over here and look at Jefferson Pierce Did y'all know that Jefferson Pierce had a damn afro mask? No. Dead ass. The dude had a damn mask with an afro built in. Really? With the white butterfly collar. With the pirate boots. Like, good God almighty, Jesus. As an inner city kid, you did not want to see the stereotypes play out in the comic books with superheroes that look like you, because them stereotypes weren't playing out with other superheroes. You were cognizant of that. If you could read and process what was in front of you, you weren't stupid, not by a long shot. Had nothing to do with whether or not you could count, but you could damn sure read your ass off. You could comprehend the printed word. You could. That. How many of us sat up there and had them damn action figures back in the day? Sam Wilson was all the hell we damn had. You know, people don't really appreciate it for what it is because you got a plethora of stuff to choose from now. It was the mugs that came before you bitching about not having it that got it for you. If you in your 20s right now, you need to be thanking people my age for you to be able to do this right here. Because we weren't able to do this when I was in my 20s. We weren't able to do stuff like this when I was 10. The sad part about it is the characters that was running shit back then when I was 20, they the same characters running shit now. Aurora was running stuff when I was in my 20s. That was the queen. It wasn't Misty Knight. That tiara, however you want to look at it, crown had been passed. It was Aurora Monroe. T'Challa always been that damn dude. Yep. As soon as he popped up on the scene, Sam and Luke took a back seat. It was T'Challa. That's what that was. By and large, that's what it's been for the longest damn time. If we want to put up 4, it's Luke, Sam, T'Challa, and Aurora. It is. And it's been that way since I've been living on this damn planet. It's frustrating. Beyond frustrating. Because whose responsibility is it to get the black character uplifted so we can have as many damn black characters on Front Street as I got on the back wall? Whose responsibility is that? It ain't got to be yours. It's a rhetorical question. Whose responsibility is it to make sure that the black veteran gets treated right on screen? Whether they be a black man or a black woman, whose responsibility is it to make sure that the black military veteran gets portrayed accurately on screen? Whether it's for a superhero show or whether it's for a police show, whose responsibility is it? Is it the military's responsibility? Is it all veterans' responsibility? Or is it the black veterans' responsibility? Or is it just as long as you were in the military and you're black, whose responsibility is it to make sure they get it right? Whose responsibility is it? You got to tell me. I know 6 years, Marine Corps. I know what the accurate portrayal should be. Is it my responsibility to call it out? I'm a citizen, person, content creator. Is it my responsibility to say something? Is it? Yeah, we live again, DC. What's going on? What's going on? I'm just asking about whose responsibility it is to say what. What am I supposed to do? If the veteran don't get shown accurately in the movie, what am I supposed to do? Especially considering I'm a veteran. Whether folks like it or not. If I see the black character get treated wrongly, it ain't portrayed accurately based on the way the military is set up, and thus I know that's going to make you feel some type of way as a black consumer, black veteran, relative of a black veteran, black comic book fan who's a black veteran, black comic book fan who has black veterans as friends. Is it my responsibility to call it out, or is it somebody else's responsibility to call it out? Am I wrong for calling it out? Am I wrong for pointing out that Lamar Hoskins got treated like crap? Am I wrong for pointing out the differences between him being a sergeant major in the MCU and him just being an Army veteran in the comics? Am I wrong for pointing out that a sergeant major would never answer to a captain? You're a black person. Is it my responsibility to inform you? Is it your responsibility to care? I don't know. I'm confused. I haven't seen these things called out before. It's part of the reason why we have the channel. I see too much stuff being taken for granted when it comes to us on film. I was irate, pissed when Monica wasn't first. Was that my responsibility? I could be pissed all day because I can be pissed because I read the comment. But was that my responsibility to say something? I'm a comic book fan. I love my sisters. I love my black women all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Was it for me to say something, or should it have been a black woman to say something? Should I care, or should a black woman care? Should I care as much as a black woman cares? Should I care as less as a black woman cares? I don't know. But I know she should have been first. I know that matters in the grand scheme of things. If we're talking about money, if we're talking about generational wealth, if we're talking about prestige and everything that what did they say about that movie? Highest grossing what? So I'm supposed to be fine with that. Like, I didn't pay attention to the military details, but Lamar was done dirty. I started to notice him on Silver Sabres at Old 90. Right. You're not going to know. They know you're not going to know, so they going to put it out there like that. But if I know, is it not my responsibility to say something? Now, if you didn't know, it could be understood why you didn't know. But once you find out, there's not another question to be asked as to why the character was portrayed that way. Because I would think that would be the next question. Like, I understand not knowing, but I would ask the question. I'm a comic book fan. I love all the comic book characters. I either like them or I don't. Race, ethnicity, gender identity ain't got nothing to do with it. I either like the character or I don't. It is what it is. But if I like the character and I see somebody points out to me that the character ain't being portrayed right and that character is supposed to represent me, I'm going to ask some questions. Because if I'm a comic book fan and I see Lamar Hoskins and somebody that's in the military tells me, hey man, that's a sergeant major. First, I'm going to do a double take because I'm probably familiar with people that are in the military. So I'll probably ask another question like, well, what's a sergeant major? You're going to tell me. You're going to tell me the difference between the sergeant major and the captain. You're going to explain it to me. You're going to break it down to me like I'm in the third grade. Well, if the sergeant major, watch this. Here we go. And this is when people do the cognitive dissonance. What was Nick Fury? Stay right there. When he was in the military, what was Nick Fury? Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. What was his pay grade? Stay right there. Stay right there. Because what they said was Sergeant Nick Fury. That's what they said. They said Sergeant Nick Fury. Now, he could have been a staff sergeant. He could have been a gunnery sergeant. He could have. Yeah, he could have. Regardless of what they said he was, you never saw Lamar Hoskins get treated with that same prestige in the MCU. You ain't got no questions? This is when the cognitive dissonance is going to come in, and I fully expect it. Because what I've learned in my lifetime, while I don't have a problem being wrong, it's quite a few people that do. So, have we ever seen Lamar Hoskins, Sergeant Major? Because that's an E9. It's not an E5. That's an E9. You ever saw Sergeant Major Lamar Hoskins get treated with that type of prestige in the MCU? No, you didn't. You didn't. I know I didn't. The dude showed up, right. The dude showed up to basically a parade at his old high school, and he was the only one in camis. Everybody else, even the color guard, were in their dress uniforms. That's not happening. No. Either everybody is dressed or nobody's dressed. That's not what we're doing. Especially with the sergeant. You think a sergeant major is going to be out there in his camis while everybody else, you got, boy, look. And I'm sitting up there looking at it like this. Now, that's me as a veteran. Veteran, comic book fan. Whose responsibility is it to throw a flag on the play? Whose responsibility is it? Because everybody not going to know what I know. They not. I don't expect them to. But once I make it known, whose responsibility is it then? Every veteran not knowing what's going on when it comes to Marvel and their representation in the MCU. They're not. They don't even know somebody is showing them out there. But if you're a black veteran and I just informed you of what transpired, what's your move? That's the director, showrunner's fault. Whose responsibility is it to call it out? Because they're not going to do it. You're right. It is their fault. Whose responsibility is to let it be known? Those that don't. Those that can see it for what it is. Okay, well, whose responsibility is it to make sure that it doesn't happen again? Because if we can do it one time, you not say nothing, why can't we just do it again? Mr. Theo, MCU does not expect for people like you that was in the military to watch their television show. I don't think they really care. I don't think they really care because I can say something all day. Why should they get it right? But I could ask the question, and this is when people will look sideways. Is Lamar Hoskins getting treated like that if the roles are reversed? That's that uncomfortable conversation that ain't nobody ready to have right now because they're going to be like, Theo, you all, because I know how John Walker made people feel. Some people liked how he was conducting himself. They did. Some people cheered for John Walker. They did. Look right past what he did to Buddy. Buddy had it coming. Yeah. Look right on past that. Hey, Lamar, what they like to call that? Collateral damage. That's what Lamar Hoskins was. He was collateral damage. Yeah. Okay. Flip it. What's the response? No. Not what's your response if Lamar Hoskins is U.S. agent. No, what I'm asking is, what do you think the response would be if that was Sergeant Major John Walker? What do you think the response would be if that was Sergeant Major John Walker getting treated like that? That's not going to go down well based on quite a few reasons. And we've all watched, read the messenger boards. We can talk about Masters of the Universe. We can talk about Star Wars. We can talk about Thor Love and Thunder. But there are going to be a whole ton of people not accepting that portrayal. And you know it, and I know it. We all know it. Oh, good God Almighty Jesus. Okay. So stuff like that don't happen. Stuff like that don't happen. That's all I know how to tell you. Stuff like that. That's not gonna happen. Basically, got to get it right or go home. Right. Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do if I see certain stuff? If I see as a comic book fan, I watch the movies and everything, and I notice some stuff, and I take notice of the fact that Steve Rogers, he dropped that plane in the ocean. I take notice of that. I take notice of the fact that Tony basically took out a terror cell by his damn self and then eliminated Obadiah Stane. I take notice of that. I take notice of what Thor did. Like, okay, I'm gonna take down the destroyer armor, which is a feat. That's a huge feat in and of itself. One god to defeat the boy. That's saying something. What am I supposed to say when I zoom in and I see T'Challa and Eric Killmonger having a family squabble, and Shuri is trying to direct Everett Ross on how to stop the last Wakandan fighter from leaving Wakanda, or that's gonna start World War III. What? And I point that out. You see it, and I see it. What do you want me to say? Like, whose responsibility is it to call that out, and whose responsibility is it to make sure that that don't happen again? Because that's my superhero. Whose responsibility is it? Is it that I see it and don't say anything? Is it that I see it, I say something, but I keep being cool with it? Or is it that I see it, I say something, and I don't tolerate it anymore? What's my role? Now, whatever role I say my role is, that's got to be my role. Whatever I say my role is, that's got to be my role. And I can't be mad at anybody else for what their role is. I might feel some type of way for what people say their role is, but that's not what their role is. I remember the scene in Wonder. Yeah, I remember Jon Favreau used real military personnel during Iron Man 1 or 2. Because it makes sense. Because they the experts. They're the experts. So if someone call it out and they look like you, and you want what other people got, whose responsibility is it to get it and maintain it? Because you ain't had it before. Whose responsibility is it? It ain't got to be your responsibility. It ain't. But if you say it's your responsibility, if you say it's your responsibility, also Michael B on the Transform, and you can tell. Also, Keanu Reeves, John Wick. Also, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I watch movies. I like movies. that ain't what this is. I just don't know what to do. If I have an issue, I'm not saying anybody else, if I have an issue with black representation, what am I supposed to do? If I call it out, and it ain't changing, what am I supposed to do? Now, I'm an understanding person. I understand why we didn't get Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne in the first Avengers movie. We were looking at special effects. If anybody takes a look, by and large, at that first Avengers movie, those superheroes were basically, well, you didn't have to put that much special effects into displaying their power sets. I'll put it that way. As they brought more extravagant superheroes into the MCU, yes, special effects were being called upon. So I understand the modification of things. I do, good God Almighty. I'm not that person. I'm not. I had an issue with Halle Berry playing Aurora Monroe back in the day. I did. I never felt like she should have got that role. Doesn't mean that I don't like Halle Berry. Good God Almighty Jesus. Because her and Hugh Jackman did another movie together. I forget what, I think it was called Sword or something like that. I think John Travolta was in that movie. That was a good movie. I never felt like Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down. Good movie. Good movie. Antoine Fuqua's Tears of Sun. Good movie. Good movie. So I never had a problem with the actress. I just never felt like she should have been cast in that role. Well, watch this. Swordfish, thank you. Watch this. Who all said something when Halle Berry got cast in that role? Because she kept getting cast in that role. And just to let it be known how much we weren't being listened to, they doubled down on that. And when Fox redid the X-Men franchise, they cast another light-skinned sister. Who said so? I heard and read a lot of people complaining about the light-skinned sister being cast as Aurora Monroe. They were like, damn, we already... Whose responsibility was it to make sure that they got it right? Who was on that hill saying don't do that? Here we go. Dwayne McDuffie. Lamar Hoskins. Bucky. That dude risked his job. Because you need to know damn good and well, I don't think they was, I know it was like, what you saying? Yeah, man, it's kind of disrespectful for you to, just think about that for a second. He walked in there and told them, hey, man, hey, remember Lamar Hoskins with the red tights on and the blue pirate boots? Could you imagine the courage and conviction? Because the first thing you got to do is like, because first he had to have been feeling some type of way. Let me say that. Because they did write Lamar Hoskins big as hell being called Bucky. First, Dwayne had to feel some type of way. Now, did he feel some type of way on his own, or did some of his people say something to him? Either way, he felt some type of way. Then one of the younger Halle type, because they never but should have fully rebooted. Exactly. So you ever got ready to have a conversation you knew was gonna be uncomfortable with your superior? You have been in that situation and you be like, You ask yourself all type of questions. Is it even worth it for me to even go in this damn office? Because, boy, look, they can smile. Hell, Chadwick Boseman. See, I don't be wanting to do that. That was too easy. But let me stay right there. I talk about Dwayne McDuffie. He going to the Marvel editorial office. Hey, man. Yeah. Because you got to know Marvel editorial felt good. They didn't check with Dwayne McDuffie first. No, they wrote that like that. They felt good. Hey, he going to be Bucky. That's going to be the new Cap. Can I talk to y'all for a second? Yeah. You know when you go in there and you close that door and your boss say, have a seat. You don't know whether you want to have, hey, I just wanted to come talk to you. Yeah, well, what's going on? So, Lamar Hoskins, we got this new character, Lamar Hoskins and everything like that. You got him teamed up with John Wall. Yes. We got a new Cap, new Bucky. Yeah. That Bucky thing. What about it? It's not proper to call an adult black man Bucky. What you mean? You know that's what they said. What you mean? That's a racial slur. I know you might not get it. I know you might not understand it and everything like that, but that's a racial slur. And if you wrote Lamar Hoskins for us, and we're supposed to buy into this character, that's not gonna get you what you want. No super abilities either. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. The editorial department, listen. Hey. Battlestar. Get his ass some superpowers too. Okay. Dwayne McDuffie, one of the co-founders of Milestone Comics. Amazing. Well, once again, it's an uncomfortable conversation. Hey, because he actually alluded to it, and we know what happened. Which, by the way, was he an actor, a director, or a civil rights leader? I'm sorry. Oh, but even him, which this all started about anyway. Like, damn, can we? This all started because of the studio's BS ass way of calling themselves honoring him. But even him, we've heard him talk about it. He went into the office. Hey, because they said, hey, questions, concerns, come holler at us. You had to know at that early stage of his career, he was like, that's an uncomfortable ass conversation. It could go left. You know what? For him, it went left. Not while he was in the office. No, they waited till he left. It went left after he left. They fired him. We know why he went in the office. Do I need to tell that story again? Why he went in the office? What questions he asked? What role he was playing? Who replaced him after they fired him? Do I need to go into that, or do y'all remember? Y'all remember the questions he asked? Why was the boy so angry? Where was his father? What type of drugs was the mother on? Y'all not gonna make me feel bad about that. Y'all not gonna make me feel bad about that, and I do not care about the subliminal messages. Y'all not gonna make me feel bad about that, because you know what I know. Whose responsibility is it? Was it his responsibility as an actor, or should he have just acted? Could he do both? Was he given the opportunity to do so? Why did he ask? Why did he care? Should he have cared? Should he have asked? Should it have been his responsibility? Did he go too hard? It was his career. Or should he have just minded his own business and just did what they told him to do? We ever think about the roles he's played? Why? That's too easy. Dwayne could write anything. Yes, he could. They say the good die young. I'm still here. Yes, baby. Okay. Love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll go to the Wally World.
Okay. Wife is getting ready to go to Walmart. But yeah. Chadwick asked a whole bunch of questions. Got fired. We saw the roles that he played, and we heard the words that he said. You're not going to make me feel bad. You're not. Tell me the role where Chadwick Boseman played a drug dealer. I'll wait. Not going to make me feel bad about that. Tell me you remember the speeches that he gave. The Howard commencement speech. Not going to make me feel bad about that one. What about when he was on stage? You are not going to make me feel bad about that. What about all of his quotes? Not going to make me feel bad. What about what Derek Bozeman said on Urban Faith magazine? Because that honestly should have been the line in the sand that was drawn. I got a black pastor. I got black folks checking out. I got a black pastor speaking on a black Christian network, and I got black folks checking out. You're not going to make me feel bad about that. You're not going to make me feel bad about the fact that I care. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not going to make me feel bad about the fact that, yes, I'm going to stand 10 toes down and I'm not going to move. Somebody got to. I'm not. Don't give two damns what you got to say. I really do not, because I'm not moving. I'm not going to move till, watch this, T'Challa get recast. Yeah. Frank Rambo come back. Yeah. I'm cool with Monica Rambeau being Photon. I am. But I'm not bending the knee on none. I'm not settling for T'Challa Jr. And I know damn good and well if I settle for any damn thing, they'll still think about TJ. I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to bend the knee. I'm not going to smile in nobody's damn face until they can assure me that T'Challa is going to be in his own damn video game. I'm not negotiating. I'm not compromising. And I'm not doing no gleeful shit on nothing that they got going on. I'm not going to send conflicting messages. If I do review any damn thing they got going on, I'm going to review it with, watch this, with an asterisk. Because first of all, I don't know why the hell I'm looking at it. They ain't moved. If they not moving, why should I? It's a respect thing at this particular point in time. If the studio's not going to respect me, I'm going to respect me. I respect me all day, every day, twice on Sunday, and I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not asking anybody else to. I'm not suggesting that anybody is. I know who I said I was. I know who I said I was. I know how I've conducted myself. I know what I've said on this channel. I'm not budging. Now that's me. I'm going to be me. That's all I know how to do. I'm going to be me. If I see a flag on the play, I'm going to call it. If it ain't right for our people, I'm going to call it. I am. Hell, truth be told, if it ain't right for somebody else, I'm probably going to call that too. If they show me that they being inconsistent with our people, I'm not going to F with them. I'm not. Chadwick Boseman even played on this science fiction show called French, and he was even a great actor, even though he's a small part of the episode. Look at you dropping that knowledge, Ronnie. So that's what that is. If I offended you today, I'm sorry. Not fucking with you after the day. But if I offended you, I'm sorry. That was not my intent. My intent is this. At some point in time, people got to stand together. And those who fall for it, those who settle for anything will fall for anything. At some point in time, you got to stop settling. At least me, me. I'm not speaking for nobody else. As a matter of fact, as of this episode, well, see, that's where I got to be. I got to kind of like watch what I do, because some people do see me as a leader. So it can't be where I just don't give a damn. Some people actually do view me as a leader. So it can't be where I just don't give a damn. No, because that's sending the wrong message. I saw that episode, Ron and Jay. It was interesting. The message ain't changing. The emotion behind it, it's not changing. I don't want some. Wow. And see, this is where people get this whole thing twisted. The MCU just came into existence 20 years ago. That's fair. But there are some people that have been waiting longer than 20 years for Black representation. I know it because I'm older than 20. So whether I got to drag your asses, your young asses, kicking and screaming to the damn water, I will promise your stupid ass. I will promise y'all ain't got to wait till you get to my age to enjoy what we had to wait this damn long to enjoy. I ain't got no problem with that. I really, really don't. I didn't need you to get here. I don't need you to get to the next level. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I really, really do. But there are some things in this world that are just bigger than us. While we want to call it just entertainment and everything like that, if it's about representation and you say that, then there's a song out there right now called Walk It Like I Talk It. And if you talking it, it's a whole bunch of people looking at you to walk it. They looking at you to walk it and fail, or they looking at you to walk it and succeed. But you said that. I didn't. Me, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, and I'm not going to change. You don't like it? That's fine. You got slick comments to leave? That's cool too. I don't care. It was never about you. It was never about the comments. It was about the representation of me and my people. That's what it's about. If it was about anything else, this channel would be probably over 12,000 by now. Because I got it like that, knowledge and talent-wise. I got it like that. But right now, because somebody asked, can you be both? Right now, I'm focused on us. You welcome for the Black Panther action figure that's coming in January. You welcome. You welcome for T'Challa being in Leggo Marvel's Code Red. You're welcome. You're welcome for Dr. Eve Ewing being on Black Panther. You're welcome that the dude that we not talking about is no longer attached to anything. But you're welcome that you're getting the Ultimate Black Panther comic book next year. You're welcome that you're going to have 2 active Black Panther titles running. You're welcome. You welcome. You're welcome. Yes, absolutely. And watch this. We did it together. My work ain't done. Some of y'all can go take a break. You did what you got to do. The rest of us, we got bigger fish to fry. So when T'Challa gets recast in the MCU, you're welcome. You're welcome. When you get that series on Disney Plus where they talking about young T'Challa, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. When Dr. Eve Ewing gets her own Black Panther action figure, you're welcome. You're welcome. Absolutely. Enjoy the fruits of our labor. Absolutely. You're more than welcome to get it. Because we did it. And here's the thing. Not only did we do it for us, we did it for you too. We did it for you too. So, you're welcome. No thank yous needed. You're welcome. We still got more work to do. We still gonna get it done. Y'all have a good day, regardless of how y'all feel about me. I still love y'all. Y'all really need to read up on the Montgomery bus boycott and think about what those men and women did to get it done. So when you look at me sideways, when you ask me certain questions, all my answers to your questions are right there in the history books. When you want to ask me a question, you think about Tulsa, Oklahoma. When you want to ask me questions, you think about the Black Panther Party from back in the day, because those are all my answers right there. He ran his boat. So, you got questions for me? All my answers are right there in the history books. It's right there. So you never have to ask, what's going on, Juju? You never have to ask again. Theo, how you gonna move? It's right there. Right there. If you want to know how I feel about you, it's right there in the history books. If you want to know how I feel about you as a fellow brother or sister, it's right there in the history book. I'm telling you where to go. We had a Negro League at one point in time. You want to know? That's where I'm at right there. You want to ask me a question about how I feel about us, whether regardless of whether I'm a content provider or not. My history, the answer you gonna get from me, it's right there. You got a question for me? You want to know how I'm gonna conduct myself? All you need to do is Google that picture when all those athletes were sitting at the table during the civil rights era. That's how I'm going to conduct myself. I'm not speaking for nobody else, but you don't ever have to ask me again. Regardless of who you are, you ain't got to ask. It's right there. Play the video. Y'all want to know how Theo gonna move? Theo gonna move just like those boycotters during the civil rights era. Just like the Black Panther Party. I'm gonna move like that. Just like the Freedom Riders. I'm gonna move just like that. That's how I'm gonna move. If you need me to throw Fred Hampton's name up there, cool. If you need me to throw Huey's name up there, I can do that. Whatever you need, I'm just saying, you ain't gotta ask questions. Jim Brownish, something kind of like that. Something Muhammad Ali, I'm not gonna give two damns about what you got going on. Something. And if that is too much, I get it. Them cats was too much for some back in the day. But my answer, you want to know how I'm gonna move about anything, superhero wise, black wise, regardless of what it is. You want to know how I'm gonna move going forward. The shirt should have been a dead ass giveaway. The sign definitely should have told you something. But if you don't get it, you don't understand it, I'm moving like my brothers and sisters that were at the Montgomery bus boycott. I would rather walk to work. I'd rather walk. So if you're getting ready to add, just know I was the one that walked to work. If I didn't walk to work, I got to ride with somebody else. But I didn't get on the bus. I didn't pay for the ticket, if you want to know. If you want to know how I got down, I went and started my own off in Tulsa. I built my own. I didn't need them. I got tired of that over there. If you stayed over there, you stayed over there. I went over there. I didn't have to. I like playing baseball. I started my own league. That's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. If you want to ask me something about right now, today, okay, this person right here, I'm perfectly fine with every brother and sister leaving the school that they at right now and going over to the HBCUs. I'm fine. Folks don't want to treat you right over there? Come on over here. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that's me saying it, and I went to Florida State. Oh, no, you're not going to treat me right? I'm not going to deal with you. What for? What for? What we wasting time for? You don't like me, I don't like you. Okay. You don't want to talk to me? Well, I don't want you talking to me if you don't want to talk to me. I don't want to bother you. Okay. You don't want to treat me right. You don't want to write me right in your shows. Now, I ain't asking to be in your damn show. That's the first thing. But you're not going to write me right in the show. I'd be damned if I pay for it. You ain't writing you like that. What do I need to do for you to write me like? Well, okay, well. Just so that's what that is. People can feel how they feel. Like I said, if I offended you this morning, I apologize. That said, I'm not finna stop doing what I'm doing. I'm not. I was doing it before I met you. I was doing it while we were interacting with one another. I'm gonna be doing it way after we stop interacting. It is what it is. You started messing with me for a reason, because I was on point. I was on task. Well, ain't nothing changed. It ain't nothing changed. If you came to me because you felt like I believe that T'Challa should be recast, that ain't changed. If you came to me because you felt like I believed in black representation, that ain't changed. If you came to me because you felt like I was gonna walk it like I talk it, that ain't changed. So if you mad at me right now, if you upset with me right now because I ain't changed, I just ain't changed. Believe we were accepted in the mainstream. Yes, thank you, Grand Madam. So I ain't changed. I'm who I was last year. The year well, I can't say because I was doing more entertainment videos and everything like that. But this it. My attitude ain't changed. Can we get some stuff done? Yeah, but you can't get nothing done as long as they giving you the ass to kiss. And people can say what they want to. I got 4 other names Maria Rambo could have been. If I was mad about Frank Rambo from Captain Marvel, from the first Captain Marvel movie, when did that movie come out? If as a critic, I chastise Marvel for Frank Rambo not being in that movie, and you started associating with me, kicking it with me, rocking it with me, because I called that out, and you felt the same way, ain't nothing changed. Frank Rambo still ain't in the MCU. If you started rocking with me because I was calling out the lack of black representation, if you started rocking with me because I was calling out race swapping, well, they race swapped Maria Rambo. Don't give a damn if it was for 2 seconds or a second. They did it, and they didn't have to. They wrote that in there. Well, if you was rocking with me, started rocking with me, because that I was talking about that too, ain't nothing changed. That's a throwaway character. Ain't ever gonna be black in the comics. No, she ain't. She not. She came in white, been white for a minute, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And if they make her black in the MCU, ain't nobody gonna feel that. And then you gotta ask yourself, why you getting a secondary character anyway when you got original black characters sitting out there that are X-Men, as Big Tim put it on Twitter today. They got X-Men characters. What they at? Okay, well, if you was rocking with me because I was calling stuff like that out, I'm still calling stuff out like that. That ain't changed. And it ain't gonna change. So if you mad at me about calling stuff like that out, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. The message is still the same. And I don't know how to get us from, yes, I do. I really, really do. They're not gonna give you what you want as long as they can keep getting you to pay for what they give you, what you'll accept. Like, you don't get a bully to stop beating your ass by not fighting the bully. Like you've never been able to pay the bully to not beat your ass. Like, you just got to keep paying him. Like, that's what that is. No, you got to come to school one day and be like, bro, what's good, bro? What? No, for real. For real. I ain't got no more lunch money. I ain't got it. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna have it tomorrow. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna have it today. Matter of fact, I ain't got the lunch money no more. What's good? Bro, sometimes you I know you might be feeling like this dude is gonna whoop my ass. You still gotta let him know you there though. We CMB. We all we got. Look, click, like, share, subscribe. The only time I drink a 40 is when I want to drink a 40. And usually when I wear a suit, I leave with not one but two. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. You only live once, they told me. You can't be mad at me, 'cause I can just be G, even though I got my own CD. You know the song, same OG? I can only be me. Peace.